Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How we doing today? So we are just going to jump right into this. I don't know why my allergies want to start right when I start the show. I was perfectly fine. All day perfectly fine. I don't know if it's this corner or what. I don't know. Just the other day, like I mopped, I cleaned. Anyway.
Say though, I have not cooked for a man since 2010.
What you tell him? You don't know how to cook?
No, I tell him I don't cook for men.
What has been their response to that?
With a man that I never.
You said it right. You had a child with a nigga that you didn't cook for. You said it right.
I have not cooked for a man since 2010, and I'm telling him I don't cook for men.
And what's their response to that?
Nothing. I think they're usually so shocked to hear a woman say that. What can you say?
Yeah.
What do you say? And you know they try to. Oh, I know you like to cook. I love.
Me too.
I don't cook.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Period.
Yeah.
And this is your opportunity now. You can leave, or you can stay.
Who been cooking for you before you met me? Whoever been cooking for you before you met me?
I can see that you eat very well. I don't cook for men. I don't. I'm sorry. It's no amount of money, no amount of bills you're paying. I don't. I will say though, I have not cooked for a man since 2010.
What you tell him? You don't know how to cook?
No, I tell them.
How is it that you want men to take you seriously and you will have a child and cooking is where you draw the line? So you had a child with a man that you didn't think enough of to cook for him. I need somebody to make sense of that for me. You will lay down, hunch, let him shoot the club up. Remain pregnant for the duration of the 9 months. Go through the near-death experience of having a child. Bring that child into the world with half that man's DNA. And you thought of him enough to do that. All of that was a whole process. But you drew the line at cooking. This is why the irony of y'all not cooking and being cooked at the same time. This goes deeper than the actual cooking. This goes back to the video that I did this morning, and most of y'all need to go check that video out because it's got low views, but it needs to be looked at. Good wives are typically good people. Bad wives are typically not good people. They are typically questionable people.
Because see, this goes deeper than I don't want to cook for no man and the rhetoric of it all. A woman who will have a child with a man and don't think enough of him to cook for him is also a woman that is accustomed to being in some sort of relationship, community, or something where she is not expected to, nor does she, even if she were expected to, add value to them. This is a woman who likely does not add any real value to friendships, family relationships, co-worker relationships, associative relationships, you know, people that you just kind of know. They're not really a friend, but you kind of know them. This is a person who does not want to be responsible for adding value. She's so wrapped up in the concept that she is just simply not going to do anything for a woman, for a man that she is in relationship with or situationship with. She's not gonna be of any value. And when you listen to a lot of chicken heads online, they say that in so many words. Some of them say it straight out. Some of them beat around the bush about it. But they basically saying, I think that when I'm in a relationship, I shouldn't have to give nothing to this man. I should not have to make any form of self-sacrifice. I should not have to do anything that my spouse or my man would benefit from. This is the type of mindset that they carry throughout. If you stand back to look at them, this is going to take a shift beyond men just saying, well, these women don't kind of do what I want. They won't cook, they won't clean, you know, and things of that. I'm going to say something that may or may not ruffle some feathers. Because the good woman, good wife thing, I need men to start taking a step back and look at women from a secondary lens. I know that men look at women from the standpoint of, do I like her? Am I attracted to her? That sort of thing. But I would urge the men to start seeing women as whole people. And I don't mean that from I think all the men are misogynist situation. I mean, see them as people outside of the scope of whether you are attracted to them or not. And I don't know the difficulty level of that for men. But it will go a long way to help y'all discern who she is. Because if you can see her, just shift the perspective a little bit. Try to ignore whether or not you are attracted or whether or not you like her. Try to look at her. How does she be behaving with other people? How does she do certain stuff? Because I guarantee you, just like anybody else in any other situation that you may encounter, what somebody will do to that person over there, they'll do it to you. And you got to be able to see them as clearly as you can. How do they conduct themselves? Just sit back and observe them. What do you be saying to people? How do you, do you think it's all right to steal from work? Do you know what I'm saying? And you may not correct them or say nothing to it, but observe it. Observe it. Observe it. Because it tells you pretty much everything that you need to know. You're not going to be able to switch her off. Because if she's accustomed to going through life, bringing no value to nobody else, she got relationships with her family, and they don't depend on her for emotional support. They don't depend on her for nothing. She can't be dependent upon. She's not dependable to them. She's got a friend circle. She's not really dependable to her friend circle. Listen to the stories that she's telling. Don't just dismiss it. Oh, that's this girl talk. I don't want to hear it. No. That girl talk is very important. The stuff that she feel comfortable to say to you about the conversation that she had with her girlfriends, it might be things like, oh, it's a bunch of woman stuff. But listen to her side of that. Listen to how she internalized certain things. Just listen to that. Listen to that. It'll show you where her mind is at. It'll show you how she sees herself and how she sees her in relation to other people. Do she always think other people owe her something? Is she always in a situation where she thinks she should get something for nothing? Is she do she voluntarily give of herself or lend herself to the different people she say she care about, and she say she love them, and she say that's her home girl, and she say that's her sister, and she say that's her brother, and this, that, and the third? Do she, at any point in time, do she extend herself? At any point in time, do she think of what she can do for somebody? At any, do she give any money to a homeless person? Y'all just was chilling and a homeless person came by. She had a couple of dollars, and without prompting, she kind of gave the homeless person a couple of dollars. So do she think about certain things? What she do tell you how she think. Because if she thinks that she should be in these relationships where she get the benefit and she don't really never overextend her, she don't really, not even overextend, she don't extend herself at all. She doesn't lend herself or reciprocate in any of these relationships that she got going. She not about to reciprocate with you. She not about to do it with you. I don't care what kind of D you lay. I don't care what kind of pipe you lay. You will have her wrapped up, but that ain't going to change that character. It's not going to change it. She still, after she get all demonetized with you, she's still going to try to be in that relationship where she get all the benefit and she don't really have to do a lot. She's still going to try to do that. I don't care if you lay pipe like a plumber. She going to love it. She going to want to be with you because of that, but she is not going to stop being selfish or whatever it is that she is. This is why I wanted to focus on this video, because this is why the men have just pulled back altogether with the relationships, more or less, because it's that type of thinking. But we just doing a little deep dive away from the cooking and cleaning, and we're focusing on what the cooking and cleaning represent. She don't want to be of no value. She doesn't think that she needs to reciprocate anything. She wants to be in a relationship with a man where she can get everything and anything out of this man. He do this, he do that, blah, 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 blah. And the moment that the relationship requires her to do something other than sit back and complain about what she's not getting and point out what you're not doing and all this other kind of stuff, the stuff that they think is femininity, and it's not. They think we're gonna get into that. But the moment that the relationship calls for something, it called for her to show up, it called for her to do, it called for an action of hers that would benefit you, that would benefit the relationship in general. And the moment that she is required, now you gotta hear all this grumbling and griping. Why you can't do? Why I gotta? Then you hear all the foolishness come out. I don't do that for no man. Now a man should be able to do such and such, such and such. You know, if you was a real man, you wouldn't be asking no woman for no blah 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 blah. You know, she'd come out the woodwork with all that foolishness. Now, this is a woman who with poor womb management. You gave a baby to a man you wouldn't give a plate to. And that's, you gotta let that sit for a minute. You gave a baby to a man you would not give a plate to. Ain't no way I would go through everything a woman gotta go through to bring a baby into this world for a man that I would not spit on to put him out if he was on fire. What you lay down with that man for? What you lay with him for? Huh? Even if you laid with him without thinking that there would be a relationship, let's just say he looked like the D was gonna be good and you wanted to try it. This the society we live in. So just say the guy looked good. He looked like he had good D. She wanted to try it. She wasn't trying to get into nothing else with him. It was just going to be sex. You couldn't even leave it at just sex. You didn't even have sense enough to do that. Not only did you let him shoot the club up, you went through with the pregnancy. And I'm going to say something and shout out to Cheeky that be on Hamp's channel. Because Cheeky actually summed up my thoughts on baby deletions. Morally and spiritually, I am 100% against needless baby deletions. In Islam, you are not supposed to delete your child willy-nilly. There are only a few handful of cases where that actually is preferred. You got raped and got pregnant. There's some sort of incest and you got pregnant. Or the child or your life would be in danger if you went through with this pregnancy. This has been confirmed and you choose to get rid of this pregnancy. Those are the only three that I know of in Islam that would allow a woman to get rid of her pregnancy. So morally and spiritually, this is where I align. But Cheeky said something real interesting. He said spiritually and morally, he's completely against it. He said, but the way that folks act in the society, you might as well do it. You might as well take advantage of the fact that y'all can do this in this country. Just go ahead and do it because y'all don't care no how. And you know what? He had a point. He had a point. As unfortunate as that point is, he had a whole point. Y'all don't care no how. What you had that baby for? You might as well have went over, took you a little trip to Planned Parenthood, got rid of it, and went on about your day. Because what do y'all care about the kids? Y'all don't have children because y'all just want to be mothers and the feeling of motherhood is really just taking over because it's a biological imperative for women to have children. So you just nope. A lot of y'all have kids for whatever kind of other reason y'all have them. Because y'all do not care about them kids. Because you don't care about the man that you had the kid with. What's wrong with y'all? Ain't no way I'd have had a baby with a man that I would not so much as give a plate of nothing to. You won't even give him some zoom zooms and wham whams, nothing. You don't cook for men. What is it since 2010? What is that? What do that even mean? What else don't you do? And then to be on the internet complaining about what man didn't give her this and what the men's problem is and why come they're just overlooking me because I'm a single mother. No, they're overlooking you because you're not worth the consideration of being with you in spite of the fact that you have a child or children. You're not even worth the consideration because they know not only would they be on the hook for being with you and taking care of a child that's not theirs, the men would not have quite as big of a problem with that if the woman was valuable. If they knew that the wife was going to be a wife and them kids was going to be in order, they wouldn't have that big of a problem with it. The men are having a big problem with it because not only is the kids an issue, you an issue, you problematic. So I'm about to come into a situation where I'm at a complete deficit. I'm at a complete deficit with you? Absolutely not. I can't get no respect from the kid or you. I can't even get a plate out of you. Absolutely not. So you will be a little 2 a.m. visit. Yes, you will. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you don't know how to act anyway. You don't know how to act anyway. That's small. That's small. Fixing a man a plate is small. Cooking the food, even if you don't fix his plate, every man ain't tripping about the plate being fixed. Just so long as they able to go into the kitchen and the food was just sitting there. It's men that don't care about the whole plate thing. Just as long as when they come in, the food is there. They can make their own plate. It's a lot of men that ain't worried about that part. That's all he want anyway, is just to come in and the food is there. That's good enough for a lot of men. That's good enough. The food was cooked. It was there. It was warm on the stove. You know, even if it wasn't, you fix the plate and put it in the microwave. He gonna go ahead and sit down and eat it anyway. You want to be in relationships where you don't do anything. And this is why you don't have relationships. Still, they refuse to put 2 and 2 together. And it's a refusal. Because you can't tell me that they ain't figured that out. They just want that a man will just overlook all the foolishness and just do how like they want him to do. Mind you, won't respect him even then. And not And they not gonna not respect him because he doing what they want him to do. They're gonna not respect. I'm gonna tell you why they not gonna respect that man. Because they know that they are not worthy of anything that man would do. So the fact that he would do it for them, with them knowing that they are not worthy of that, make them disrespect him. Because why would you give me something I don't earn? I don't earn that. I'm not even good enough. I'm not even good enough. I know I'm not good enough. I would never do even the smallest act of kindness for you. I would never do it. So why would you come? Why would you break your back to be trying to do something for me? I would never do none of this stuff for you. You a fool. You a fool. You gotta be a fool. Cause ain't no way I would be breaking my back for somebody like me. Ain't no way I would be breaking my back for somebody like me. After these messages, we'll be right back. And I need everybody to jump down in the comment section. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, or probably at the bottom, but it's pinned. ashkicking.com to keep your skin looking, feeling smooth, feeling wonderful, smelling awesome. You need this body butter on the screen right now from ashkicking.com. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson. Once again, the link is pinned to the chat, ashkicking.com.
Right here is official. Never really saw anything like this before. How do you know when you're doing the proper push up? You gotta go all the way down, chest touching the floor, coming back up full extension. But now that you told me how to do it, now how you know when you're doing it? You don't know, and you won't know unless you have what it is. Nah, that was fire. That was fire. Make sure it keeps you accountable. Accountability is everything. So
incredible. You can't cheat.
Great.
Go all the way down and all the way up, and that's one solid rep. Good money.
That's it. It's no arguing, no debating, no questioning. All the way down, all the way up. You got to start and finish the same way. Check out my shit.
Fucking crib right now.
The link is now pinned to the chat. You want to click that link in order to unlock your VIP exclusive offer for the Proper Push at theproperpush.com/VIP to lock in your spot for only $1. And what you will receive is 20% off the Proper Push when the product is ready to launch. Exclusive Proper Push merchandise, instant alerts when the Kickstarter goes live, and first access to early bird Kickstarter rewards. So you want to show your support for the Proper Push so that we can bring this to you guys. I guarantee that you will love this machine. Everybody that has ever tried the Proper Push or used it, love it, whether they knew about it or not. As soon as they saw it, as soon as they used it, They were like, oh my God, okay, so you can't cheat the machine. It does make you do proper push-ups. You have to do the reps from the first to the last one, and it's no joke. So we want to definitely be able to bring the proper push to market and bring it to you guys, and we can't wait to do that, but we need your support in order to do so. So in order to give that support, just click the link, put your email in, and verify it. Then you'll be sent a reservation email to unlock your VIP offer. Look for that in your inbox. If it's not, look for it in your spam and junk, but we do ask for that support. All right. Thank you. Deep thoughts that also make sense of how these dudes are still going for these women, despite them saying how much they'll use men. Are these dudes sick? Thank you. Phineas says she does not have to cook or clean for me. However, the less she does, the faster I will move on. Contribution is an important part of teamwork. Marriage is a team, not a partnership. Thank you again. Deep thoughts that these dudes need more spirituality in order to be the same thing. These dudes really need to try God and be serious about that. Thank you, Don. Don said you lose your power once you give up cooking. My grandmother could bring together mortal enemies with her food. Thank you again, Phineas said just because you like or love or are attractive to someone does not mean you are meant to be with them. Remember that. What's going on, twin? It's been a little minute.
Mr. Gribbs.
What's poppin', twin?
How's it going?
Hey, you doing?
He said, what twin is saying is see women from every angle. Every angle. Read a few times. It'll sink in. Salute. Thank you again, Deep Thoughts. That modern women lack the ability to synergize and cooperate. Thank you for your contribution, Nation Within a Nation. Thank you, Curtis. Says, a man, I don't and would not put up with that type of behavior. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And thank you, Frederick, for gifting one membership. Whoever received that membership, please thank him and please maintain. Their proper push, not a joke. I'm not even gonna hold you. I want to talk about the warped concept of soft girl and what chicken heads think that means. First of all, I don't accept from the general populace of hyenas any talk about femininity or being soft or being in a feminine energy, because they have no idea what it means to be in their feminine energy. They don't actually understand, nor do they care to understand the true depth and the true power of femininity in and of itself, how it operates, how it is included within the dynamics of everything that they do. I don't want to hear that from them. And I don't want to hear from them because they have no idea. They think foolishly, errantly, that being feminine means they don't do anything. That being feminine means that they just sit and be a starfish in the bed. Also, they also think it means, and this is more important, they also think it means to lean completely into their chaos to the detriment of everybody else. And it's supposed to be acceptable because they're a woman. They think it means completely lean into all of their chaos, and that's supposed to be acceptable, and everybody's got to deal with it without complaint because they're women, and this is a part of being a woman. That is the most asinine, foolish, wayward, backwards thing that I have ever heard as a woman. They want to be catered to in that so-called princess treatment, where the man just does anything and he's so happy. Oh, baby, I'll take you anywhere. I'll do anything for you. You can talk to me any kind of way because I know it's just your hormones. Now, mind you, they don't want to be broken down to just hormones and just when they PMSing and stuff like that. When they want to talk big, then they want to talk about all the things that women go through when they want to talk big. But when it comes time to actually be a woman, they don't apply none of that. Now, all of a sudden, being a woman is about soft and I don't lift a finger. My husband does everything. And every time I whimper, here he comes. And every time that I poke my lip, and then he's got a coddle and he's got a pet. What kind of foolishment? That's not even a Disney. That's not even a Disney fantasy. That's not even a Disney fantasy. And the reason why that's not even a Disney fantasy is because when you think about them Disney princesses, they was doing a lot to get them men. They were going through a lot of stuff to get them men. Cinderella went through a lot to get that prince. They called her Cinderella. Her name was Ella. Her name was Ella. Her nickname was Cinderella because she was always cleaning and she would pick up the cinders because she would be cleaning the fireplace and all that kind of stuff. Her father was wealthy. Go back and look. Cinderella's father was wealthy, which is why, because her mom passed, he got married again to an old wench with 2 kids. That's why you don't bother with baby mamas. She came in and drove that man to death and got his money while treating his blood daughter like a slave. In her house. She was cleaning up in her father's house. That was the house she was supposed to inherit. Do you understand? Downtrodden. The whole fairy godmother thing, it was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a little ball, and old girl done sent them little ugly daughters to the ball. Okay? Jealous because Cinderella was fine. And she charmed that man. She didn't just show up. She charmed him. Because she was just being who she was. And he said, oh, this a real one. She was talking to him and all that kind of stuff. He said, oh, this ain't just one of these little courtesans. You know, and she just doing, you know, high society stuff. She ain't even high society. I could kind of tell by the way she even acting. She got on the clothes, but I know she ain't high society. I know she not an aristocrat because she don't act like an aristocrat. Clock struck 12. She had to get on up out of there. Drop that shoe and everything. And she went back to doing all that stuff she was doing. Ariel from Little Mermaid went so far as to make a deal with Ursula that she could not talk to get legs to go up to the surface to get that man. They was doing stuff to get them men. The Disney princesses. Ariel made a deal with Ursula. Ursula is a witch. She went so far as to make a deal with a witch. She couldn't even talk to that man. Ursula took her voice, that was part of the deal, and giving him legs. Now you go up to the surface and see what you can do. She charmed that man. So it was some kind of little work she put in. She just wasn't sitting there. Hope somebody come along. At least they gave up something. Y'all not even living in a Disney, y'all not even living in Disneyland. Y'all won't even give up nothing to get the man like the Disney princesses did. You want to be more useless than a Disney princess? That's crazy. So y'all worse than the cartoon. So can't say you living in a Disney fantasy because you're not even doing that. You don't want to do anything. This is why you don't have anything. And then you want to come to the internet and tell somebody some crazy information. And that made me think about something that Thanos wrote. I think it's too far up. Nope, it's right here. Thanos said, I've been with good women, birds, bops, and hyenas from all socio-economic backgrounds, and all of them have cooked for me, from fancy meals to fried bologna sandwiches. I don't know if these women are capped. And that brings me to this point, Thanos. I'm glad you said that. Because a lot of times, stuff like that, it do be capped. Just to get on the internet like a little goblin and spread misinformation and chaos to young women and put that in their head. It's like a little munchkin. A little chaos goblin. You're just like a little imp. Because the man that she want, that don't want her, that very woman talking about she don't cook for no man, to do everything for that man, whether she know how to cook or not. Because Thanos is right. Whether they know how to cook or not. Like he said, he had fried bologna sandwiches. That's about the best she could do. But she said, I'm going to pull out this fried bologna sandwiches with this white bread that's going to stick to the roof of Thanos' mouth. And he going to like this fried bologna sandwich because I done fried it and I done melted that little piece of Kraft cheese on there. And it's going to stick to his mouth and he going to like it. Sure is. They said you're supposed to fix your man a sandwich after, you know. So I'm gonna fix him a sandwich. I bet you anything, I bet you dollars to donuts that same one sat there, said she don't cook for no man. The man she like, she got up and cooked for him. I don't care if it was a encore thing you put in there. I don't care what it was. Put her little Marie calendars in the oven. I don't care how she did it. She did it. A whole lot. But the fact that she could be a little goblin and get online to even say it, still tell me everything I need to know. And listen, don't front on a fried egg sandwich. Because you put you a fried egg sandwich on either like a bagel or like one of them English muffins. And then you fry you either a little, like I be eating, when I want sausage patties, I eat the vegan ones. I ain't even gonna hold you. Or some bacon, and then put you a little sprinkle of cheese on there and toast it. Don't front on a little egg sandwich real quick. A quick little egg sandwich will have you together, baby. Listen, we could go either way. You know, I could cook you a nice southern meal. You know, get you some fried chicken, some greens, some cornbread. We're going to do some yams and stuff like that. And then we can also whip you up an egg sandwich. Mm-hmm. The point is, no matter what level she at, she gonna try to do it if it's a man she kind of like. So don't sleep on a good sandwich now. We're not gonna act like we don't eat good sandwiches. Listen, get that little hit of protein that you be needing. I eat me an egg sandwich quick. Okay? Fry me up some turkey bacon on that egg sandwich. Oh, baby, bye. I do that when I don't know what I want to eat, but I need to eat something. Baby, an egg sandwich get right on the money, baby. I'll be like, oh, okay, that kind of hit the spot a little bit. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Deep Thought said, while today's women are aptly called Cinderfella. And that's too good. Yeah, on a croissant is different. See, I can't even be bothered with them croissants because croissants is a weakness. I don't even buy them. I sit there and eat all the croissants. Don't let them be real buttery. Please don't let them be real buttery. And then you warm them up a little bit. I ain't talking about, I don't like the ones in the can. To give me the ones out the bakery. Even the little stove bakery, when they be buttery like that, and then you warm them a little bit. Nope. If I want to continue to look the way I look, I cannot with croissants, buttermilk biscuits, and pancakes, all a weakness. And it does not help me that I don't know how to cook croissants, but biscuits and pancakes I do know how to cook, and that's not helpful to me. That's not helpful to me. Mm-mm. That's bad. Mm-hmm. I'll make myself hungry. I ain't gonna eat no pancakes though. Mm-mm. Anyway, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I just want to share that with y'all today. There is not going to be a ladies' table today, but we'll hit y'all next week, hopefully. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day, y'all. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure. This is my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.